Hello, people. Hello. All right, chat is here with thousands of viewers, and we are almost ready to start working. But I'm going to grab chocolate first, and then we can start for real. All right. All right. We have chocolate, we have tea. What can stop us now? I don't think there's a force in the universe that can stop us. So good. All right. We might as well do a small recap. So what we're doing is implementing split views. So this is just Emacs, but see, like I've got a thing on the left, I've got a thing on the right, and in Emacs you can like go overboard with this and then like open multiple tiling things, and you can maybe perhaps slide them like this or like this. And we are doing something like this for our editor. But at first we are not gonna go overboard with the feature. We are just gonna make sure we can split the view in two. So on last stream, what we started with was, maybe you can check out the tag, right? And I think also we need this. And now when we run the thing, so we started with like single window, single view, some margin down here for stuff. And where we ended up is it looks the same, but that's because I haven't splitted it. So I can now split the view, and you can like see multiple problems with this. So there's the cursor is currently mirrored for both. The selection is mirrored for both. There's like no padding or gutter or whatever people call these between the two. So there's all sorts of visual issues. While we do clip the text so it doesn't go into the other view, we do not clip selection. So if I select something, well, it doesn't matter where I do it. If I select something now, maybe it will be easier to see if I clear to the thing and just, oh no, okay. I think we already had that one. Let me just quickly mark it down to 180, and I'll go back to explaining. 2180. Yeah, this strike 2. Okay. Anyway, so let's split the view and nuke this. Hopefully we don't run into it again. We do. Okay, we have a repro. We might as well start with that. But maybe what I was gonna say is if I do a really long selection here and I select the thing, you can see that these are highlighted like in a brighter color, and that's because even though the selection text is being scissored or culled, the selection rectangle actually isn't, so it's shown 2 times there and multiplied together. We want to fix that. But I guess first we are gonna fix the thing. So if I enter here, no. Do I have to have my view split? No. Don't tell me I suddenly can't repro. Okay. What I did was write something like this. Write something like this. The one person who's in the chat, if you're not a bot, please tell me what I did to reproduce. Okay, I think I had my view split and I was like, okay, let's delete all of it, write something, press enter. Okay, that's a repro, I think. Well, whenever there's a bug like this in the editor, we have to deal with it. We just cannot let them multiply. There's a couple annoying but not really deal breaker bugs that I'm letting slide for now, but I think this one has to go. Well, sometimes I'm also letting slide bugs that are just so hard to reproduce that I cannot afford to spend the time to do it yet. Okay, so we're out even to panel. You know what, we can do this in Remedy. I think it might help. So let's, how do you, oh, I think there's a recent thing. Okay, we don't need that. So if we run this through Remedy, I delete all, I type something, I press enter. Okay, good, we got it. Call stack tells us operator. Okay, so this is our own assert. First of all, we might as well, I think we need these two, but I think we want to know what's index. It's 19. What's GB count? 19. Okay, so we are accessing past the buffer. Why is that though? So who calls you? Get byte at location. Okay, this one doesn't check anything. Return 0 if location is at the end of the last line. I see. Okay, there's a to-do, but we don't care. Okay, we assert something. We see like RV on. This doesn't seem like it's super correct either. Let's keep reading, maybe it will all make sense. Okay, here we do the gap buffer index for location, and then that's wrong. So if we are over here, right? We can ask a couple of questions like what's the GB index that we got? It's 19. Of course this, okay, what was the location is the thing. It's 19, 0. It's 19, 0 because someone said so. Previous location. Okay. Okay, so this is actually sort of a new part of the code. It's what it's for is inserting. I can demonstrate this in Emacs. So what it's for is like I insert parentheses. Now I'm inside them, a presenter, and there's actually 2 new lines here, and sometimes there's also indentation. So that's this code, or this code detects whether that should happen. For some reason it detects it in a way that's unfortunate, but we have to fix that now. Okay, current location totally makes sense. We copy it to make a previous location. Okay, is this... Wait, which one did fail? The previous one, I think. Let's... So prevlock is 18y. Curlock is 19, 0. Okay, I think it's the previous that failed. Wait, but when we were down here, location was 19, 0. This sort of doesn't make sense. Get by the location. What is this? This should be 18, 0. Is this some... Okay, so either the debug info is wrong and we are... This line is actually not this line. Or... Well, okay. Let's get some more things in here. I wonder why we don't have these. These would be useful. Okay, whatever. Document buffer GB. Oh, maybe we are We have to go here for them to be available. No. Well, okay. Count is 19, gap index is 19, so we are like past everything, I think. Gap count seems a little high, but I guess that's okay. All right, previous byte, current byte. You know what, since we now know, let's make sure we have the PDB up to date, and let's just do it. So we delete presenter, and we are here now. This should crash. Sure, they're different, but okay. Previous, current. We have not inserted anything yet. Is it going to crash? It is, and it's the first one that crashed. This doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Okay, how much is... Can I see? I cannot see because it's... Okay. That's not great. It's not rendering currently. I want to see the window. Please show me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this makes sense, this makes sense. Now we go in here. Location is supposed to be yes. I think this is actually wrong, but I don't want to derail us with it. I'll just leave a note there. Okay, I now messed up the thing. It's fine. We continue. So let's go in that. You know what, let me reset it for syncing the PDB. Okay, we are here, we are here. I have to recompile to do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. Okay, 3, 4 sort of makes sense. We go in here, we go in here, we go in here, we don't go in there, we go in here. Then okay, location is x3, makes sense-ish. Line index 0. Okay, this doesn't happen, but that's fine. Get cap buffer index for location. Now here we count up the index. This should be like 4 or something, right? This should return really quickly. Okay, this doesn't happen at all. For 0 to oh, we are counting the. I see we are counting UTF bytes, UTF-8 bytes. Okay, but these are ASCII, so this is gonna match up. Sure. We are not in binary. Table drive. This actually doesn't seem. Well, maybe it's just that I haven't seen this code for a while, but this seems a little fishy. Oh no, we have a location, that's fine. Yeah. We just count up the index and then use the index to access the. I think this is okay. Okay, so by the time we return, index is 3. That makes sense. Location X is also 3 because they're ASCII. They should match up. That's correct. So we step out. Now we know that GB index is 3. Now why can't we... Why can't we use it to access things? Turns out we can. Like, what's byte? 102, yeah, that's some ASCII thing. Can we do char? Okay, I don't know how to remedy. That's fine. That's fine. So we have that, we come out. Now the next one is gonna... Oh. So the location is past the line for sure, right? But either way, we should be accessing the new line character. But it's maybe not there. Okay, let me experiment with this a little bit. So, as long as there's something down here, I can delete this. But as long as there's things, we should be able to not crash. But if I press enter on the last line, maybe if I type something as well, we crash. Okay, we know why. We know why. So now the question is how we fix it. Like, should this thing even be looking there, or should we clamp? We could clamp, but I don't think this thing should be looking there. Current location. See, current location is actually possibly out of bounds. Is there a way we can tell that? Is the question. Text buffer get byte at location. Well, we know this doesn't work. So previously, what do we do elsewhere? It would be good if we somehow were consistent. So when we make view for a line, okay, well, we assert the line is okay, and then just roll with it. When we make views for an interval, we make sure the locations are okay. And assert location valid is okay, so y just has to fit. And now can pass known character or pass the last character on the last line where there's no new line at the end. That's correct. So this actually wouldn't have caught it if we tried to index with it. That's a little unfortunate. So if you go back to the place where this happens. Now, obviously previously we actually do assert location valid here. Obviously previously I tried to clamp it. I'm not sure I want to be clamping this, but maybe it's okay. I don't know. I still haven't made up my mind whether we should be letting you see zeros if you try to access something that you shouldn't be accessing, or whether you should just assert. In this particular thing, I think we should be asserting. Where's the places where we use this? Text buffer get byte at location. Not that many. Basically, these are the only users, so that's good. I think this should just bounce check as you do. So to be honest, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. But also maybe we don't want to do this. We want, however, to be able to ask if your location is in bounds, because I mean in bounds for reading, because for writing, see, like when you have like text buffer insert, you can totally write somewhere. Like when we have a look at gap buffer move gap 2, this can totally go to up to count. I think see, it allows this. Because we can be inserting there and it's all gonna be fine, but we just can't really read from there. Okay, what do we do? I think we should have some kind of bounce checking thing here. Okay, first of all, this just goes away. Now, to-do can stay, but this unwinds for out of bounds excesses. So what do we make a text buffer can read at location thingy? Maybe. The part of the problem is that we are reading from a location that doesn't come from the buffer itself, which is like more often than not correct. Yeah, let's just do that. Location wall. We can totally assert. No, we don't have to. Just like this is the one place we don't have to. What does assert location valid do? Is this scoped? This is 1705. This is, yeah, this is scoped. Okay, let's do is mine valid. This Wolio. Like that. Returnal. And let's do is location valid. Let's for now do this. Cool. Sure. For writes maybe, and then we do is location valid for reads, and this is gonna be like that. Now, line valid, whatever. Do we rename this? I think we do. Well, first we have to call the good stuff now. So is location valid for reads. For log. I guess we should say this for writing the location cursor or cursor can go past the last non-line character or past the last character in the last line where there's no line at the end. Okay. And for reading must not go past the last. Okay, I guess so. So now this is for reads, and we do a version for writes. Now we fix a lot of compilers, I think. Oops. Okay, this is for writes. Most of it is going to be for writes. This is for reads. Get byte count for interval. So the interval is actually end exclusive. This is definitely for reads. This is for writes. I hope we didn't mess things up now. Okay, for reads. And this is for writes. Get gap buffer index for location. Well, for writes, we don't know why you're getting it so. Valid for writes. For writes is basically the default, I think. Valid for reads. That was it. And now we still haven't fixed anything basically, but we're almost there. Get byte. Now the assert should go off. Here we say is location valid. For reads. Buffer lock. Okay, and that will be used shortly. So if we, oh shit, immediately dies. $259. we are being overly strict somewhere. 1896 is 96. Okay, that. Oh, the interval can be like the line can be actually totally empty, right? Good. Okay, where do we do for reads? Just this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so we just say for writes because the intervals can be totally empty and we are about to insert to it. And the same. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm loving our new abstraction, to be honest. This is for facts. So this is this. Okay. Should be better now. Okay, so now, okay, we delete. Really? Oh, just the selection does it now. You recompile. I think, yeah, we just didn't recompile. Okay. So this is okay. I delete everything. There's nothing down there. We still crash. This is expected. And now we just need to explicitly check at the call site. Editor. Okay, so this true-ish thing can go away. Now, if text buffer can read at location basically like this. So this only ever happens if there's actually space for that thing there. And of course, buffer. Oh, we didn't get the location. And this is curve. Like that. So I delete everything and it all works. Okay, good. Very nice bug fixing sidetrack. Oh, let's see what we did. Yeah, I don't know, like we still need to tighten up the buffer considerably. And that will come. Okay, so this is fix out of bounds read when making space for a indented block. Bushido. Okay. a little bit of chocolate. Now, does anyone remember what we were about to do? Oh, I think I was about to demonstrate like a selection thing. So if I split this, see the left one looks more or less okay. The right one does not. And also, if I actually typed way more, then came back, now this selection actually overflows into here. That's an easy thing to fix, I think. So let's do that. Maybe first also, what's line color? It's of course 0 because I don't like having it on. But for a brief while we can have something like this. So we should see it. Okay, now we have a beautiful retro line color here. So this will also overflow. Or will it? Actually bounce check this one. Not the bounce check, I called this one already. Did I do this yesterday? We don't draw it on the, okay. There's issues. Okay, where do we draw the line? Search for line color. Okay. Well, we have two options. This is something we are doing for every panel. Okay, why? It's not like we want to draw it in the other one, but why aren't we? We're not. Okay. So let's fix this first and then we fix it to actually not drawing for the non-active one. Okay, panel X, panel W. What's panel X and Y doesn't work? Seems okay, I think. Well, we might as well also log it. No check in. Panel X is panel X. So it's 0 for here. Now we get 2 of them, and that's correct. This is correct. Why don't we draw it in the other one? Why indeed? Basically, we should be drawing two rectangles. And two cursors. We draw two cursors, but we don't draw two rectangles for some reason. I know we had this error yesterday. This is not how you rect. This is not how you rect. So the rects in this editor are always in the like x0, y0, x1, y1, and I don't know why I actually y0, x1, y1 thingy, and y1. So these are 2 points. They should be ordered, or most of the time they should be ordered. This is not point and size, this is 2 points. And previously I used to do point and size way more, and then I realized that most of the time actually 2 points is like behaves better for more situations, so I switched to that. But still, when making rectangles by hand, I still do the wrong thing. So basically, this is the first point and this is correct. But then the second point, I think we modified this yesterday and broke it accidentally. So the second point then has to be a little bit different. So this is rect from point and size, like this, this is panel W, which is okay, and I think this is just cell H for this one, and then it itself does the addition for us. Okay, no, let's leave it as it was. Okay, this is okay. Okay, now we have two of them. Would be cool if we only did the active one, I think, for line at least. So this can go away. How do we know if we're active? We can just say it somewhere up here. Maybe like panel is active, false, and then we do our local work block, which says something like, do we just call if panel is get panel for active view, panel is active is true, you know what, this is actually even simpler. I tend to write code in this like conditional move style. It's like look, here's X, it can be uninitialized or something, or it can be initialized to 0 or whatever. And then like if condition x equals to something something, right? So this is what I tend to do quite often, but sometimes it's like when you know, there's no reason to seem off. Okay. So now let's use the panel as active. Well, if panel is active, we do it. I think we also do this. And now maybe for cursor, direct for now, we are also gonna be, okay, here's where we animate. Whatever. So we draw the panel, draw the line, draw the thing. Someone's writing in chat. Yo brah, love your stream. Let's connect on Discord. Are you a bot? If not, I'm sorry for being paranoid, but you let me know. Are you a bot? Well, that's how we don't make friends. By being paranoid. What kind of tips do you want to share together? I want to look at your account. Lyra 2325. Nah, I'll do it later. Sorry if you're actually not a bot and I just was an asshole to you. You never know on the internet, so that's that. Okay. Oh look, I didn't pass the arguments, that's fine. That's editor. Get panel for active view. Oh, that's all you have to. Okay, so now we're in here. Now we're in here. Now we're in here. Now we're in here. It's starting to look as though this was a real thing even. Okay. Goodlish. I think next we want to work on calling the selection rects. So these we don't really need to call. Oh, wait, look, maybe we do. Oh, this is, yeah, there's stuff that's broken. I love how much actually works right off the bat, but okay, let's call the selections. I think there's like so many issues that I'm not even sure I can untangle them. So let's work on those that we can see. Okay, draw rect. We only did it 40 times. Selection. Oh god, yeah, I know what this is. So it's either a single line selection where it's like between two cursors, or it's a multi-line selection which does something for the first line, for the last line, and then it also does something for all the lines between. And this code is super old. And it does the rects manually. This might not be a bad thing. So I understand why you need to actually compute this as a coordinate thing. Because there's two cursors. Oh, and then you add it to the other one. We might need to do something like I don't want to like this already looks like plenty complicated. I mean it's not like super complicated, but it's not the easiest thing anymore. So I think we introduce a clamping routine. And it's direct even. Oh wait, this is actually in document space even. That doesn't seem good. Right, because the line thing we were doing down here, this was well, here's where you go from document space to screen space, basically. And here's where this one does it. Okay, I don't think we want to be doing these here. Instead, well, okay, let's prefuse them with coordinate system. or suffix or whatever. There's probably a nicer version. Then we have a selection rect screen. Maybe you can drop the space. Screen, and this is just a rect, because now that we are in screen space, we don't need F64 anymore. And here's where we also do selection rect screen is rect clamp selection rect something something. Right, and selection rect screen. I don't love this, but it's a little easier, maybe. Maybe we could do this thing where we just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these, but this is maybe a little too long. Oh no, we have to refer to them. Okay, abort. X0. Okay. Comment. Like this. Okay, whatever. Here's the screen version. Okay, we need to do rect clamp. Which sounds better when said out loud. Okay, what's the time, by the way? I will have to go in 20 minutes. Let's hope we can finish this before that. Let's go to math. Rect something. Fix up. Let's do rect clamp. To rect. Let's just call it rect clamp. So here's what you put in. Bounds is another rect. And you get out a rect. Okay. So X0 is, do we fix up? We don't. I have to decide how to do this eventually, but may require a fix up. Like this, like this, like this. Okay. X0. Okay, so this is just max R0 bounds X0. X1 is the min r x1 bounds x1 y0 is max r y1 y0 bounds y0 and yeah, let's just do the copy paste. And now we return. We could have done this result select like this. Like this. Return result. I sort of like writing them like this so you can step through in the debugger. Like the syntax niceties are nice, but once you start debugging, you're gonna rewrite this anyway, so might as well just do it. Okay. Now let's hope I didn't make more typos. This is also y1. X. This makes sense. Yeah. Okay, whatever. So the other rect is then rect from point and size, and this is, well, we are gonna construct it ahead of time, I think. Let's call this panel rect. I hope we don't have anything like this yet. So panel rect is rect from point and size. Now this is panel X. Panel Y is, I think, always 0. For now. We might as well just say so. Panel Y. If to choose 0. Why not? Next, panel Y, panel W, panel H. Now we have the rect and screen space. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing. So there's the document space, or you could maybe call it world space. We should probably be calling it a world space. And then there's stuff in screen space. And it's not that many spaces that you actually get confused often, but it could happen. Okay, let's go to our thing. Let's call this, I think, world space. And these are screen space. We climb the thing. We draw the rect. Okay, so now single line selections should be clamped once we fix. What have we done here? Oh yeah, this was document. I got a little bit too trigger happy with the replacer. Selection 0. World. Okay. Also this is world. Selection rect. World. Screen. Good. Okay, this still works, this still works. Okay, let's start selecting. Okay. The line is annoying. Color can return to be just this. And now, so this still works, of course, but now that we split, okay, there's problems. There's problems. What have we done wrong? Okay, this is looks reasonable. If I split the view, there's 2 of them. Okay, I see at least one problematic thing here. Where are you? It could be our own clamp that's doing the thing. Okay, bam. Okay, panel rects seem okay, I think. Now, it could be the clamp that's messing it up, or it could be that it's already wrong before. Well, we don't have it, okay. Let's just move the log. Splitting view, bam. Okay, so they are the same. They are the same picture. Except they're not. Why doesn't the clamp handle this? Okay, so this is fine, but we also have to add well, if you have a panel rect, oh, we can do that. We can say panel rect p0 plus that. No. Oh, because maybe we don't have the, like, this should extract a, there's no operator plus for this. I think we should make one. Maybe it's not symmetric though. Let's look here. Operator plus, should we make it symmetric? I'm gonna say, well, it's plus. It's plus. Okay. If I do multi-line, it's not clamped, but this should be. How do we even see this? Well, we sort of do, because the other ones. Like if we move this view here. Okay, this, I don't know what this is doing, to be honest. This seems correct, as long as it's single line. Cancel it. Why is this one, though, doing this? Why do we, like, who's drawing that part of it? Why is it, did I just not compile? because now it's working, I think. Okay. Now this is a little bit of code. Question is, can we sort of reuse some of it, because we are going to be repeating this process 3 more times. We could have a draw panel selection. Wait, let me read what's in there. So there's like line start, view before cursor, view between cursors. View before cursor, view after cursor. I see. Like this part is reusable, but this part isn't. I don't know. I'm gonna say we are not reusing this. Although some of the code is going to be the same. But we'll unify it a little bit. So these boys get the world suffix, which we'll have to fix in places. World. 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 And I think we can steal the rest. But this is too little code to actually unify something, or to like pull out. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, now we just need to repeat the process here. World. World. This one is a little different. Well, they are all different. They are all unique. You know what? This is actually something I can steal as well. And now for these, do that. And compile. So if I haven't made a typo, we should get good selections now. Famous last words. Yeah, okay, this is not good. Maybe if we do it with keyboard only? No. Oh wait, but the single line one works and then it disappears. Oh, we for sure screwed something up, and that's yeah. These shouldn't be here. I removed them from the first one and forgot to remove them from the other. Yeah, okay. I see why. So maybe now. Okay, it's doing things. The cursor is, let me see, it's behaving weirdly. I don't know. Maybe if we remove the 70 asserts, maybe it's gonna be faster, but it's like, for some reason it's like, okay, no, now it's animating. Although it's animating twice, I don't like this at all. Yeah, we have more stuff to fix. But at least the rendering is now a little more what it should be. I like that we can like start the selection here and continue here, and it just works. That's interesting. It's like we do that, yeah. But yeah, selecting in this one basically doesn't work. I think it still picks positions from the first one. Although, yeah. I go here now. Yeah, it picks positions from the first one. So we'll have to fix that next. However, because I need to go, next is going to be not today. I don't think there's any real people in the chat. I'm sorry if you are. There was a bot earlier, which we are probably gonna ban. Maybe, we'll see. And yeah, so that's that. Have a good life, people. Enjoy programming on your own. Bye.